made your selfless dad leave your family? My dad never asked for anything from anybody. He worked overtime every weekend without mentioning it, fixed our cars late at night, and still paid my 28-year-old sister Jenny's phone bill and my insurance even though I lived 3 states away. Meanwhile, my mom blew hundreds on book club dinners while dad ate leftovers in the garage, never complained once. When dad told us about his retirement dinner 3 months before it happened, we really should have realized it was a big deal to him. His company was giving him a buyout deal after he'd been there 35 years. He made a reservation at this Italian place downtown that he'd been wanting to try forever. He put all the info in our family group chat and reminded us about it every week. It wasn't annoying or anything, just these sweet little messages like, looking forward to dinner with everyone next month, with a smiley face, which was weird for him because he never used emojis. The week of the dinner, dad sent one last reminder. Jenny texted she'd be there. Mom sent a thumbs up. I promised I wouldn't miss it. Dad wrote back, can't wait to celebrate with my favorite people, with a smiley face emoji, which was probably the most emotional text he'd ever sent. The night came and I actually showed up but only stayed 20 minutes. My friend had last-minute concert tickets and I figured dad would understand since I at least showed my face. I gave him a quick hug and lied about a roommate emergency. His face fell, but he said he understood. Jenny never showed. She texted an hour late saying her boyfriend's parents were in town. Mom called while he was driving there about some forgotten quarterly report. After I left, dad sat at that table for over an hour. The waiter kept circling back and dad kept straightening the unused silverware, checking his phone, saying his family was running late. He ordered one appetizer and pushed it around his plate. The waiter brought the check without asking. Dad paid and walked out to an empty parking lot. He didn't text the group chat that night. 3 months passed without anyone mentioning the dinner. Jenny got engaged and mom threw a massive country club party with 100 guests. Everyone showed up. Mom wore a dress worth more than dad's monthly overtime. Jenny flashed her ring while her fiance's parents discussed their Hamptons house. Dad stood alone by the bar wearing his retirement dinner suit. During toasts, someone joked about not missing important dates. Mom laughed. Remember dad's big fuss about his little work dinner? Jenny added, just a job, dad, not like you died. Everyone laughed. Dad set down his untouched drink and walked out. About 20 minutes later, all our phones went off at the same time with a message in the family group chat that just said, I'm done being useful. Then came the notification that he'd left the group. My mom tried calling him, but it went straight to voicemail. And Jenny's fiance offered to go check on him, but dad's car was already gone from the lot. The next morning, my mom woke up to divorce papers sitting in her email from a lawyer she'd never heard of. Dad had already split their bank accounts down the middle and taken exactly half of everything, down to the penny. His name disappeared from all the streaming services overnight, and the family phone plan just stopped working. Jenny's phone died that afternoon right in the middle of a call, and mine went dead the next day while I was trying to check my bank account. The insurance bills that used to disappear automatically started showing up in my mailbox a week later with past due notices. My mom discovered he'd been planning this whole thing for months, like some kind of military operation. He'd rented an apartment clear across town and had been moving his important stuff there piece by piece. Things we never even noticed were missing. The lawyer told her he'd walked in the day after his retirement dinner and paid cash for the whole divorce filing. His buyout money from work went into an account none of us could touch, and he'd changed his phone number the day before Jenny's party, probably standing right there next to us. We tried everything to track him down, but it was like he'd turned into smoke. His work said he took early retirement and wouldn't give us anything else. We drove around for hours looking for his car in every parking lot we could think of. Mom even paid some private investigator to find his new address, but when we showed up and knocked, he just wouldn't answer the door, even though we could see his shadow moving inside. That was 8 months ago, and the last anybody heard he was doing fine without us.